Good morning. So we're on our way to the buses for my first half marathon ever. I'm excited.
Ever.
I'm nervous. Ever. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll see you on the race route.
Looking for.
Happy running.
We have been planning for this. Oh, it's here. No 1 a.m. wake up call tomorrow. Please come on in. I love the whole company.
We'll see if it's
Sunny day. Have a great time, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to
First seat.
It sounded great 6 months ago, didn't it? I know.
Now it's time for a nap.
Yes, I'm ready.
So it's the slow march to the corral. We are in C and about to enter the point of no return. Once I cross that corral line, then that's it. You don't get out because they corral you like cattle, and you're surrounded by hundreds, if not thousands of people. You'll see later on in the video. But here we go.
Volunteers, seeing every day, seeing the expo, they're part of the generosity there, and everything they do is really amazing.
Is something that you always like to ask because it's a concern of yours.
It is a concern of mine. I always like to make sure everyone's hydrated, Jeff. And you know, that's an easy thing to get people to do on a hot and muggy day. But we have cool temperatures, perfect temperatures, dare I say, for a race today. The problem is a lot of people don't hydrate during a cooler race, and it may even be more important.
Well, it certainly is, because there are, and I have witnessed this, I've experienced it myself, much more severe hydration when it's cold, because you simply don't take that water and ingest it. So let's do that.
That's right, let's do that, hydrate. My question for you is, we have a lot of people out here, whether it's their first half marathon or not, when you come to the start of a race, the nerves happen. You get a little bit of that negative thoughts in your head. So for anybody out there that's feeling that, can I do this? Am I going to beat the balloon ladies? Can you give us some positive vibes, a mantra maybe to get us through those negative thoughts?
Yeah, the process here is that stress from all sources is going to trigger your subconscious brain to release negative hormones and anxiety hormones. It's going to happen, if not before the race, during the race, when things aren't going well, whatever. You can turn this around by using your human brain, and the way you do that is have some mantras that you say over and over again, such as, I can do this. This is mine. You can even have a funny mantra like, I'm really not crazy for doing this. So the whole thing is you taking control, saying something, your human brain turns on, and that stops the flow of the negative hormones.
Jim, I've heard a rumor about you. One of many. I'm just kidding. The rubber band strategy. Could you explain to the athletes the rubber band strategy out there on the course?
This is a strategy, a mental strategy that came out of people passing me towards the end of the race when I was very competitive or whatever. And I just decided to come up with some crazy idea on one particular race. And imagine that I had a giant rubber band that I would throw over that person that was zipping by me. Well, it worked. I visualized that it went over their head or around their waist, and I really felt them pulling me along. You know, anything that you can do to activate your brain at a point when you're starting to go negative is going to turn you into a positive and laugh yourself for being in a giant invisible rubber band.
There you go. Wine and Dine half marathon, but where will you be for the rest of the day?
I'm going to be rooting for all of you out there. I will be within about the last 200 yards of the race. And look for me. If you need a high five, I'm there for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a huge round of applause for everyone's favorite, Galloway, official training and something 1970s Olympic, and we are taking a theme song suggestions. Once again, give it up for Jeff, everybody. I'm gonna rubber band. Woo! Bring it back.
Yeah, I'm just worried with the costume folks here, we're going to see like large rubber band races in the future. Please, please.
Star-spangled banner, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're going to do this in 3, 2, 1, go! You're just going to start.
Well, it appears that we are next because the tape is literally right behind us. So this is it. Probably about a minute away from starting my first half marathon. And there's Jen taking selfies. Well, this is it. This is the start. I missed the fireworks, sorry. We're just in the moment. But, oh, almost just tripped over something. And here is the start line. Now, see you all on the route or in the medical tent. Finish line or med tent. That's the two goals for today. So we are approaching mile marker 11. That went a lot faster than I thought in 28 minutes. Oh, oh wait, that's mile 1. Oh, sorry. Oh well, 12 more to go. And we are entering Epcot right around mile marker 1 3/4 or so. I haven't seen the 2 mile marker yet, but there's mile marker 2 right up ahead. Feeling good. No pain, cardio is good. Got a nice pace. And there is number 2. Very cool. And we're walking. All right. Entering the Boardwalk Resort. Approaching mile marker 3. Feel good. Little knee tightness. Got some shin pain, but that was to be expected. Number 3.
One potty stop.
10 more to go. Oh yeah, and I already have to make a potty stop, but hey, need to hydrate. All right, see you at 4. Whew. A little PSA for all you long distance runners. Make sure you glide up, or my preferred substance is a little Squirrel Nut Butter. Got to about 3.5 and feeling a little ripe in the chest area, so I just have to reapply. I've seen many runners cross the finish line with blood dripping down their chest, so you don't want that to happen.
I never thought you'd crumble, no. You got this. Go, Isma. Yeah, you will. Not the weather. You got to see a mama. I got you. Find Louisa. She'll carry you through this. Yeah. Crazy how many donkeys I think.
And as we approach Hollywood Studios, we are coming up to mile marker 4. Halfway there. Yeah, halfway.
Just like the people running on our right side.
Oh yeah. And it's more like a third of the way there, but that's okay. We're having fun. Now it's time to walk. Whew. Switching sides. All right. Entering Hollywood Studios. Yay! Oh my God, we are about to run through the entirety of Star Wars Land. So cool. we've decided to get in line for a picture with Woody, because Woody is one of our chalupas at home. Probably sad we're away for the weekend. But hey, we're getting a picture in Disney while running a half marathon. Shame the rides aren't on. Probably the only chance we get on Slinky Dog.
No, that was bad. If it was a survey, I'm saying that.
There you are. Yeah, we tried to ride the teacups for Princess, but they were just testing them. We weren't allowed to ride. I think like marathon weekend's the only time you can ride rides.
It's part of like the regulations. They have to test them so many times without a glitch before they.
And you can ride during that. Yeah, I was kind of like, and you got a beach phone down. Yeah, there was nobody parked. Should be a water section. I feel like I should be a selfie with
Course narrows ahead.
I didn't see it before that.
I like 2.25.
We are approaching mile marker 8, which is the furthest I've ever run in my life. So we are about to enter the Twilight Zone.
On your phone, make sure you get that out ready now. Thank you.
A mí los cuernos no me gustan ni en pintura. No, chiquitita, yo no sirvo para yunta. Ya me di cuenta que tú no sabes de rienda. Siente la silla y no dejas de reparar. Eres tan bronca que cualquier soga revienta. Pues te me largas ahora mismo, trocorral.
11 miles. I've gone further than any man has gone before, and feel okay. Knees are a little tight, but I'm alive. I think I'm gonna make it. Stay tuned. I am approaching mile marker 12.
Go Gators!
1 mile from the finish line. And I'm in the middle of a pacing group, but I'm gonna get out of the way. Whew. 1 more mile to go. It's gonna happen. Piece of cake. Whew. Next stop, marathon. So I just got my knees iced because they are on fire. But I'm rocking this awesome medal. I'm not a big fan of the whole race medals and the participation trophy mindset, but hey, a lot of people love that stuff, and everyone, you do you. I didn't win the race, but this is something I thought I'd never do. So I'm gonna keep it. And I'm gonna get some water. Thank you. Ooh. Well, that was fun. Would I do it again? I think I would. Well, I made it. And if you've come this far in the video, you have realized that I survived. There will be no funeral. My knees took a beating, but I finished my first half marathon. Thanks to a lot of hard training, being pushed by my awesome wife, Jen, who isn't here for the recap, but she is visiting family back in New Jersey for the weekend. So she'll be back on Monday to recap some of the other videos, including her 10K that she did in Disney as well. But, you know, how did I get through 13.1 miles, where, I would say 5-6 years ago, I was laughing at the idea of even running a 5K. Once I did a 5K, did a couple of them, it started becoming easier. So I figured, let's try a 10K. The first one was hard, the second one was easier. And out of sheer, I don't even know what you would call it, craziness. Hey, I'm turning 50 this year, let's do a half. So we signed up, and it was a grueling 18-week training regimen that Jen is still following through, because it was actually her marathon training that we were doing, which really, really helped me get through this. And what did we do to train for a half marathon and her for a marathon? And a couple of years ago, Jen came across a podcast who we listen to religiously, especially Jen does, called the Rise and Run podcast. And there's a little plug for you, Bob. And they were talking about interval running, using the Jeff Galloway method, who is a former Olympian. And we started implementing interval running, doing a 60-minute run and a 60-second run and a 30-second walk. 60 minutes. Yeah, I would be dead. So we trained doing that, and of course I want to push through that, and it's cheating, an interval, but I found that in the longer miles, it really helped maintain the stamina. If you're doing a 5K and you're pretty consistent runner, you could probably push through 3 miles relatively easy without needing to interval. Once you get into those 6, 8, 10 plus miles, especially for somebody like me who's not really built like a runner. I'm a big dude. There's a lot of wear and tear on the joints. So I needed something that would help me sustain the training, and especially through the summer months in Florida, which for those of you who live in the Sunshine State know it's a lot more than just sunshine. It's heat, it's humidity. It's really hard to breathe, so you need those walk, run intervals, and that's really what got us through. Also knowing what kind of fuel to use. We go with 87 or 89 octane, or the high, no, I'm kidding. What are we eating before the run? What are we eating during the run? If you're running 3-5 miles, you probably don't need a lot during the run, but in some of the extended miles, I found myself getting to that 5-6 mile mark and just getting hungry, or just having a sudden intense drop of energy, that I found myself just dropping out of training runs. Jen's like, you need your fuel. So trying to figure out what combination of sugar or snack, or there's gels that a lot of people use, certain candies, lozenges, energy gummies, which I go back and forth between the gummy and the mini Pop-Tart. Gummy and a mini Pop-Tart. Once I get to that 4 mile range, I pop the gummy. The next mile, I ate a Pop-Tart. And just constant hydration. And that's really what pushed me through. 18 weeks of a pretty strict regimen. I did hurt my back for a couple weeks during the summer, and then I got sick. There was just a bronchial thing going through the office that knocked me out for a week and a half, and yeah, then we resumed the training, and it was like starting all over again. But we got through it. So I guess the moral to this long-winded story is, don't just go out there and run without some type of training, without a plan. Shoes matter. Your apparel matters. Make sure you glide up, or like I said earlier in the video, I used a Squirrel Nut Butter because the nips were pretty raw by the end of that race, and if I didn't lather up every couple of miles, I may have crossed the finish line with a bloody chest. So that's something that I learned during my training. So make sure you wear good shoes, the proper apparel. If you run better with music, make sure you have good earphones, or the earbuds popping out of your ears. You want to make sure that everything is nice and snug. We use Chocks. They're bone induction earphones that don't actually sit in the ear. They kind of rest just outside. So you feel a little bit of a vibration, and you can hear just enough. And they were perfect. I couldn't even feel them during the race. Headbands, so sweat isn't pouring into your eyes. So we were definitely trying to find the right headband that absorbed the sweat. And we'll do another video on what some of our preferred apparel is. And the fuel, it really is a lot more important than I thought it was. So don't just go out there and think you can run. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you train, and listen to your body. If your knees tell you to stop, stop. If your back tells you can keep running, then keep running. If you're planning, if your training tells you to run 6 miles today, run 6. Don't run 7, don't run 8. Don't be a hero. Oh, I can push it. Stick to a training plan. And if you want some more detail on what our specific training regimen was, comment below, and we can reach out to you and let you know who we trained with, and the customized training that Jen was working under. So yeah, thanks for following along, and we will see you in the next video, which is probably Jen's first marathon. So thank you. Bye-bye.